Look, this has been true throughout human history. You have advancements in technology and the working world changes. And today, a growing number of executives don't think their companies will survive the coming decade without a major overhaul because of pressure from climate change wackos and, well, technology like artificial intelligence. The survey of more than 4,700 CEOs worldwide was released last week as business elites, political leaders, and activists descended on the World Economic Forum's annual meeting in Davos, Switzerland, of course. It showed a mixed picture of the coming years. Of the executives, only 38% were optimistic about the strength of the economy. The survey also showed 45% of the respondents were worried that their companies would not be viable in a decade without reinvention. That's up from 39% just last year. The CEOs say they're trying to make changes, but they're running up against regulations, a lack of skill among workers, and a rapid introduction with artificial intelligence in the workplace. Here to discuss this is the president of NetChoice, Carl Szabo. Carl, nice to see you again.
Good to be here.
I think a good part of the problem with these CEOs is they have embraced this woke ideology that embraces climate change policies, DEI policies, ESG policies, and a whole host of other woke policies. Did nobody get an education in this world to say that socialism fails, Marxism fails, collectivism fails? I mean, did they miss those chapters, those years of study? Where did they miss that, Carl?
You know, I think we're seeing this across the board. All of us have seen decades of incredible growth across the United States, and that groundwork, that foundation was built by opposing capitalism, opposing communism and embracing capitalism. And that is what created the foundation for the incredible economic growth the United States has enjoyed for the past 20 years. But we got spoiled. We became gluttonous, and we started saying, well, now that we're wealthy, maybe we should stop being too wealthy. And that's a really missed opportunity for America, because capitalism is the greatest engine for the world. It is the greatest engine for creation of new technology, new developments that advanced humanity. And one of those new innovations is artificial intelligence. You're seeing a lot of CEOs come out and say, oh, AI, it's dangerous, don't do it. But what I think they're actually doing is they're saying that publicly, but secretly they are embracing it because they know their competitors are embracing artificial intelligence. And if they don't embrace it, their businesses are doomed. So they're going out there and saying publicly, oh, don't do anything on AI to discourage their competitors from embracing it, when they know you either grow or die. That's the life cycle of every business.
Sure.
And this would be like going and trying to turn back the clock on the Industrial Revolution. Oh, go ahead.
Right. If you look at the Industrial Revolution and you go back and say, you talk about an 18-wheeler. Well, an 18-wheeler puts how many, small horse-drawn carriages out of work? A tractor that goes out and harvests acres of corn, how many people does that put out of work? Every time there's a major advancement in technology, the work changes in the world. People go to someplace else and they adapt, they do different things. I mean, technology moves people around, whether it's AI or anything else you can think of. I mean, honestly, the automobile put horse dealerships out of business, and so it goes, right?
Absolutely. I love the example of the camera. When the camera was introduced, people were terrified it was going to destroy our jobs and annihilate our privacy and destroy our freedoms. Well, it turns out that the camera actually created a whole new industry of professional journalism. With respect to privacy, it's changed, it's adapted, it's empowered us. And that's the same thing's true with artificial intelligence and every new technology. You mentioned the internet. The internet has empowered people to actually move away from where they had to work to places where they want to live. And that's why you're seeing this great exodus of people from California and New York to better, less tax, more free, empowered states. And that's done by the internet. So yes, things will change. But what we need to do is something you addressed a little bit earlier. There is a skills gap going on right now. We are not teaching the next generation. We're not teaching even the current generation how to use these tools, use these technologies. And part of the problem is in the university system. The university system, of which I'm part of the problem, is terrified of artificial intelligence taking away our jobs. But that's a disservice for our real job, which is to teach students and empower them to become successful entrepreneurs and successful parts of American society. So we need to abandon our fear of artificial intelligence, recognize it's here, because if we don't, our foreign adversaries, China, Russia, elsewhere, will take that
They're all
as an
doing
opportunity. Yeah, exactly.
No
They'll
question.
just
They're all
leapfrog
doing it. Absolutely. Carl, I have to leave it there. Carl Szabo. But I will say this. The other thing that people should do is read Henry Hazlitt, Economics in One Lesson, and, of course, Wealth of Nations by Adam Smith, if you want to understand how the world really works and why capitalism is a superior system. Carl, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Back to the news after a quick break and a message from our sponsor, Birch Gold. As we head toward this presidential election coming up on November the 5th, you can be sure 2024 is going to be bumpy and interesting. How will your hard-earned savings fare during it all? You already see the impact of inflation. When you go to the grocery store, when you go to the gas pump, the dollar continues to lose buying power faster than wages can increase. You know that. How are you protecting your savings? Well, consider diversifying with gold from Birch Gold Group. For decades, gold's been the choice of investors and central banks to hedge against inflation. Now you can own it in a tax-sheltered IRA with the help of Birch Gold. All you have to do is text America to 989898, and Birch Gold will send you a free information kit on gold. They'll help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. And the best part, you don't pay a penny out of pocket. With an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, thousands of satisfied customers, you can trust Birch Gold. Text America to 989898 and claim your free information kit today. All right, when we come back, we'll tell you what makes America wonderful, plus your answers to America's Voice question of the day. Now that Ron DeSantis has dropped out of the race, do you think this will help or hurt Nikki Haley? We'll be back.